Hey guys, this video is a tribute to Whistling Diesel. May he rest in peace. Out of respect, pour a little oil on the ground before I put it in my truck.
I don't think he's dead.
Really? Well, we're making the video anyway. Let's go build a poor man's sherp. So I've always wanted to own a sherp, but never got the chance to, and I couldn't really afford one. So I decided to make my own sherp and decided to use my favorite RZR, Brad. And in case you're wondering, everything that we had previously broke on Brad has now been fixed, and Brad was better than ever. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Look at that new wheel hubs, non-broken wheel hubs. This stuff's all new, except for the suspension, right? Tuck that in somewhere. The strategy is, we're gonna borrow these 60-inch turf tires from a manure spreader, which Craig will later end up licking. I still owe him $100, but more on that later. Now we only have 3 days to get this thing working because they need the spreader back. What do you think, dog? All right, so here's the game plan. Get some longer forks on this forklift, lift the whole thing up from the back, put the front tires on, set it down, lift the back side up, lift the 2 tires on, and see if this thing actually works. You getting excited, Craig?
Getting excited.
But we built these wheel spacers to convert the stock RZR cast aluminum hubs to connect these 500-pound tires. So here's part of the problem. We got these giant 3/4 inch bolts holding the wheel spacer onto those big, giant turf manure spreader wheels. The other end that's connected to the actual side-by-side, this is obviously the weakest link. And even though the RZR hubs break all the time with stock tires, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be okay. Did it. These wheel spacers themselves weigh more than the tires do. That just makes sense right there. Now, since we need to take off 4 out of 6 of the tires on the spreader, we needed to figure out a way to suspend the entire vehicle. And what better way to do it than this? So as of now, everything's going together fairly smooth. If you're wondering what's going on back there, that's the crane. That's gonna pick up the back end of the manure spreader, so then we can pull the tires off. I'm sure he needs someone's help, but probably not my help. So me and Craig have been working on this project for the past 3 or 4 months. We're finally getting a chance to actually test it out. We're gonna build a poor man's sherp. Neither Craig nor I own the type of tools and equipment that would be needed for a project like this, like a crane, although it is now at the top of my wish list. So a big thanks goes to Dane and his brother Dylan and the guys at the Double D shop for helping make a 5-year-old boy's fantasy become a 35-year-old man's reality. Well, there it is. That looks pretty good.
Whoa, get on it, drive it.
It looks like one of those radio control trucks that when you flip them, they still drive.
And before lunchtime, we had built a proper poor man's sherp. So we thought.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There was so much flex in the steering and suspension and wheel hubs that each tire wanted to go its own direction. So we came up with a solution.
What if we put something between here and here that it pulls them in?
Yeah, so the suspension can't go. If we pick up on it and lock the A-arms together, that it can.
All right. That's what we're going to try that. So.
Probably seems to help it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty sloppy. It was bending a lot, and we tried to move it a little bit. So we're gonna get some metal, weld some stuff, hopefully stiffen that up.
I'm still excited. I think it's still gonna work. It's gonna be awesome.
Since a lot of the flex was coming from the suspension, we took out the worn out Fox shocks and replaced them with square tubing. We also welded in some tubing in the A-arm to tighten them up. This should help it out. We also had a few fresh hands come out, and these young men were awesome and really helped us get the project done.
Winning! Uh-oh, what's that?
What's it doing?
They're just like caving in.
What should I do? If you want to go, it was doing good straight.
It was.
Try to turn.
No.
We'll try 4-wheel drive, see what that does.
Oh yeah, this is totally busted.
Oh, what's broken?
I don't know, something in there.
The stance life. So, last night, this did not work when we wanted to. This hub could barely handle the normal tires on these things. These Polaris, hub and spindles are not known for doing very well. And with the extra weight, it just collapsed almost instantly. So, that's not gonna get us down. Me and Craig have a completely new plan and strategy, and this thing will be up and driving pretty soon. Craig, how you feeling about this?
I'm feeling good. I'm optimistic.
What's the strategy, Craig?
We're gonna go get a tractor front end, and we're gonna take all of this off, and then we're gonna hopefully weld the tractor front end in underneath, and then weld the wheel spacers to that and go rip it.
Now keep in mind, we were on a strict deadline because the farmer needed his manure spreader back. And did I mention that just for $100, Craig licked the manure spreader, which is poop. Hey Craig, I'll pay you $100 to lick this.
$100?
$100.
Do you have to do it on camera?
Yeah.
You got a $100 bill?
That's poop. That's poop, Craig. No, Craig, no. No. Eat it. No, don't do it. That's not good. Oh, dang it, Craig. All right, fine. I'll give you $100. All right, so now we got the axle. Let's go install it. Also, I got a new truck. So I'm thinking about I don't know, doing something to it. Maybe twin turboing it. It's got the 5.3 LS motor. What do you think, Craig?
I think that would be cool.
So I just wanted to mention this to you guys. We're doing a special thing with the Doing It shirts on the website bikesandbeardsgear.com, where in the summertime we're gonna pick someone who bought one of those shirts, and we're gonna fly them out to Pennsylvania. We're gonna do an off-road trip with Brad and a couple other side-by-sides and the team. So you get to hang out, spend the day with the team. As of right now, I think we sold 9 of them. As of right now, you have a 1 in 9 shot of winning if you already bought one. So check it out, bikesandbeardsgear.com. Let's go fix this thing, Craig. Well, the team and I got to work, and within 12 hours, we had successfully done what no one else had ever done before, because it's kind of a stupid idea. Nevertheless, we put a John Deere front end on our Polaris 800. We cut down the wheel spacers to hopefully take some tension off the already broken hubs, because we cannot replace them in time, and which the hubs is currently the new weakest link.
Yeah, the back end's a little creaky.
You gotta put back blocks on there.
But we have a solution for that. Everything was falling into place, but none of this was going to work unless we came up with a solution for the already broken rear hubs to stop them from collapsing. And what Craig came up with was nothing short of genius. All right, so here's an issue that we were having. Because these splines, these hubs right here, were not made for what we were doing with them. Honestly, they barely work on the Polaris. See that right there? So we definitely broke that. So that is, as of now, the weakest link. We're trying to come up with some way that we can stiffen up a little bit. Here's the best thing we came up with. Have this sucker sitting on here, and now it's gonna stop. That's gonna stop the movement of the hub from moving up and down. Hopefully that works. We got big plans. That should work. That should work. Like most poor man versions of expensive things, this was awesome. But before we take it to the pond to see if it'll sink, float, or break down, here's an awesome montage just to show you how American this thing really is. This was awesome. But will it get me to the pond, where I'm gonna find out if this will float or sink? What do you guys think? Is it gonna make it?
That's a big head floor.
Do we have a paddle? I was almost able to get out of the pond by myself, but because we converted to two-wheel drive, we needed a little bit of help.
Can he pull me out? I don't want to fry the belt.
Which kind of reminds me of my favorite Bible verse, Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ.
It's not bad. Where else can we take this?
What do you want to do?
Off-road stuff?
Now we know that the poor man's sherp is indeed amphibious. My next question is, and I'm sure you guys are wondering this also, how fast can it go?
Let me turn it around. What broke? Nothing? Everything? Alright, we're not broke, we're alright. I was just lining it up. I can't even hold on to the steering wheel. Now are we gonna guess?
No, I don't think so.
We might be out of gas.
You remember that snap we heard when I went over that hill? Well, that was a weld that broke that was on the front axle that was stopping the front axle from leaning side to side. Because if we allowed it to lean side to side, then every time the axle would pivot, it would violently turn the steering wheel, like what happened here, where I broke my thumb, but won't be doing anything about it because I'm a man. So we welded it back together and decided to face poor man's sherp's toughest obstacle yet, the mild-sized topsoil pile near the driveway. There's one more thing we gotta do. We gotta go hit that mound, that big dirt mound.
Yeah! Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. We plan on doing a lot more fun stuff with this side-by-side. What should we turn it into next? We'll see you guys later.